Hello everybody, welcome back to Shovel Knight. Last time we left off, we defeated the Tower of Fate's Ascent, and along with that, the entrance earlier on, and now we're at the final part of our adventure. We are facing the Enchantress herself. And to make things a little bit more suitable, I made some changes. As you can see, I'm not in the Mail of Momentum anymore. I'm in the Dynamo Mail. Along with that, we have a little bit of trekking to go before we can go face the Enchantress. A little last test of fate. And also of very dangerous platforms. Which is why the Mail of Momentum would have been a horrible idea to take. As you can plainly see. There is only one checkpoint in this area, and you cannot break it. Meaning, for any progress I make, if I die, I have to start from the beginning. Fortunately, this is a very short area to get to the Enchantress. And of course, there are a few things you need to keep in mind. Don't worry about money, because, you know, why would you want to keep that money? Along with that, you want to make sure if you used any Ickers before coming here, god damn it, you want them filled. You want, as I recommend, since you're not going to be worrying about treasure, you're going to want an Icker of health, which will, in case you need extra energy, or, you know, your health back. And you're going to want an Icker of immortality. Just in case you need to, just in case you're in that situation where you need that one final push to defeat someone, and you don't have the health, or you know you're going to die if you just run straight through. Darn it. This is basically memorization. And there is also... It's very simple in reality. I mean, in reality, there are two things you could do. One, you could do it normally, like I've been trying. Or two, be a douche. The Enchantress can't stop what is invisible or invincible. Ow. You could also effectively, if I recall it, yep, you can land on them. It will destroy the bricks. Which is handy in case, you know, you need to destroy the bricks. Phew. And now and as you see, we have an opening. Let's not fall in the lava. Oh god! There's a very long fall. And now the blocks themselves are grating our path. Do not rush! The blocks themselves will normally keep up, but you don't want to rush. Because you generally have to get on the edge of blocks to get more showing when it gets to jumping. Meaning you have to be very, very careful. Because otherwise you're gonna, you know, die. Oh hey, some light. I recommend just pacing yourself very slowly. Even if you think it's just a straight road. Although I believe I'm safe for a while. Ooh. Yeah, I'm very panicky here. Because, you know, it could be a death trap. Ah, good, it wasn't. Oh, good. No, thank you. And here's our checkpoint. As you can see, it cannot be destroyed. No matter how hard you try. Meaning from here on out, it's go time. It's a beautiful night, isn't it? Shield Knight, come with me. Let us leave this place. How beautiful! Clinging to false hope, chasing ghosts. So, have you come to slay me, knight? Avenge your beloved? Gaze into my eyes, see how fearful I am. Watch me cower as you draw your blade. I don't need a blade to fight evil. Shield Knight, I know you aren't lost forever. You haven't the slightest hope of defeating me, but I won't stop you from trying, so please. Let us dance together into the abyss. Welcome to the end. Now, the Dynamo Mail can come in real handy here. Why? Well, look at what we obviously got. Dirt! And by destroying two pieces of... And by doing two successful shovel drops, you get to effectively do a charge attack. This can come in real handy, especially since the Enchantress is going to be focusing on two things. One, destroying the dirt itself, since that is effectively your only way to survive. and also trying to knock you down, because there is a bottomless pit below. There are a couple of things to come into play though. She will occasionally do attacks that will spawn more dirt. You can kind of control where they appear, meaning you can control the battlefield a little bit. But at most, you want to be careful. You can ping her projectiles back and die. You see, this is why I didn't use any Ickers. Because this place can be very hard to deal with without an Icker. Well, even with Ickers. Fortunately, we don't have to go through all that blah 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 again. Now, there are some items that will help. You know, stuff like the flare one can counteract her projectiles. The warhorn can help. It won't really damage her though. Stuff like throwing anchors and the propeller dagger are going to be your friend, because it means you can easily land hits and also get close, because she's going to be moving around a lot. So using stuff like this will be your only way of keeping close. You don't want her to destroy most of the platform. Otherwise, it gets more difficult as the time goes on. If you have to move because she's going to attack you from below, try and keep it in an area where it will mostly not affect you too much. You want to keep a majority of your platform. As you can see, I'm making it so there's only a small area. I'm also trying my best to avoid attacking the dirt myself, because in reality, I don't want to hit it. Because she can I don't even want her to attack it, because otherwise it'll be very, very bad. Fortunately, with the propeller dagger at hand, it's very, very easy to kind of keep it up with her, if you know what you're doing. Hey-ya! Come on. Go! Ha, go ahead. Fortunately, she can be honestly a little bit annoying, so if you really need the energy like I do, keep the Icker at hand. Because the propeller dagger is honestly going to be the tool you need to get across. Do that, make sure I can get plenty of a platform going. Now she's actually destroying it. Not good. Most of my area is gone. Please make me more. Thank you. Now, would you mind? Yes, thank you. I was kind of worried. Darn it. The throwing anchors aren't that great unless you can get a good hit in, and you have to remember she can destroy platforms. Although fortunately, she'll generally rebuild them. I don't know why. Maybe she's just nice and wants the fight to keep going. Hey-ya! Oh god. That's a big gap. Ooh. Ow, that's painful. I've almost bested her. She's one health away. Oh. Come to your senses! You cannot best me. We were once friends. Oh shit, I regret what I was saying. Okay, we aren't friends. Ow. I get it, you're mad at me! Oh god, this is very, very bad. Ow. Yes, thank you. Come to your senses! Shield Knight! You caught me. If only I had known, I would have come sooner. Welcome to the final fight. The Enchantress herself, with Shield Knight at our side. Now, the Enchantress herself is very dangerous. A lot of her attacks will deal a lot of damage. So if you really want to survive, you want to use Immortality. Along with that, Shield Knight will periodically give you a boost by jumping up and using a shield. This is where the Dynamo Mail can come in handy. If you can do it right. Along with that, items such as a throwing anchor can be used, although unfortunately most of her attacks will actually reflect projectiles. Fortunately, Shield Knight has this strength. Wow. Okay, it's not just... I forgot she's very, very strong against stuff like this. Effectively, the only item, due to my memory, is the Phase Locket. That could really help. And your own main source of damage is to use Shield Knight. You can destroy these projectiles, if I recall, but it's very risky. Thanks for the boost! You're going to be using the Phase Locket mostly in fights to secure yourself if you're separated from Shield Knight herself, but in most cases Shield Knight can act as a defense mechanism for you. Oh boy. Hey, yeah, that's one thing I forgot. She'll destroy platforms! Stop destroying my platforms! I need those to fight. Fortunately, you get the power of the Phase Locket at hand. Come, Shovel Knight, we can best her. Yeah! If I was going to be quiet for the entire thing. Nah, I just wanted to be quiet during King Knight's bit. This has been the end! But what happened to Shield Knight, Shovel Knight, the Black Knight himself? We'll find out soon, if my memory is correct. But in the end, everything has basically come together. Everything's come in the piece of the land, and the fellow Knights of the Quarter of No Order have found things to effectively do. Well, you know, it finally got what's coming to them. You can see Treasure Knight himself is unfortunately getting his karma. Looks like he got left a bit coin, no? As for the Plague Knight, I remember he is effectively serving as a scientist still. Ah, yes he is. He is serving as a teacher. To the fellow alchemists. As for Mole Knight, our friend here, I believe he has become one of those that has decided to help out. He himself has become useful as for helping people find treasure. Our friends themselves, if I'm correct, the fellow knights have decided to mostly serve just, well, any fighters. As for cases with the Propeller Knight, I believe he has been more of a simple man. He had no reason to change. Tico Knight himself, if I remember, he has just joined in with the friends and created toys. He has become a nice guy. And yet, not many of the Knights of No Quarter really suffered. They just all had choices. Except the King Knight. What about us? Well, fortunately we made out. What about Shield Knight? Save it last. I kept my promise, Shield Knight. Rest well, Shovel Knight, until we meet again. Yep, here's the credits for you. And that's the end. There is actually a second ending to my memory. I don't remember if it's after the credits, or if it's actually something that has to be done specifically. I do remember getting it, effectively. I'm going to be quiet until I know exactly if it's happening or not. You know, it's pointless and everything. But yeah, that's Shovel Knight for you. This was kickstarted. And I actually love that this came out. There are just these games that do deserve the kickstarting, and this honestly does show that they kept their word. And this isn't just a PC game, like, it's recently made it to the Wii U and the 3DS as well, and, you know, if I'm correct, the 3DS version actually has Street Pass battles where you can fight other players. And the same with the Wii U, you can fight with fellow knights. It's honestly, I don't say this game's underrated, this game's actually fairly popular. Because it was one of those Kickstarter games that got a lot of word about it in the end. And in the end, it deserves it. It didn't go overboard with things as well. Its roll price is like £13. £13 for this. There's all those secrets and everything. I missed a lot of secrets. I know I did, because I don't know all the secrets in this game. But that alone, it has a lot of replayability. In fact, also, there's New Game Plus. And that actually changes things up. Enemies are tougher. Certain things are moved around and everything. It's made a lot less forgiving. You know, stuff like health pickups and everything, there are a lot less around, meaning you have to be more careful, you have to be better at the stages. And it actually makes a more challenging game. And the game is almost glorious. It's got an amazing soundtrack. The people who made the soundtrack actually have it for sale. You can buy it on, I believe, Soundcamp or Bandcamp or what it's called. If I have the link, I'll show it to you. If I remember, they have it so you can pay whatever you want for both the soundtrack for the use of the game and the arranged soundtrack, which is a remix soundtrack with most of the songs. And it has some really great songs in it. The soundtrack itself is really nice, it fits in a lot of things. And we have our digging log. Oh boy. As you can see, we died a few times. Unfortunately though, it's very nice to see all of this. It's nice to have these little extra details. Oh wow, I died a lot. As it got later on. I didn't die that much in the Tower of Fate though, at the end. Oh wow, I died a lot. Oh god, I lost how much gold? And this took 5 hours. Oh, I told you I didn't find everything. I was close though. 81%. 81% is not bad. But unfortunately, that's the end of the game. There's no effective bonus content other than the New Game Plus. You don't get anything special for beating the game. You can basically copy your save for New Game Plus and also, well, keep playing on the original save. I knew it. In the end, Shield Knight herself lived through. The end. In fancy font. And that was a little bonus bit I was talking about. If I recall, those sections where you're in a dream and Shield Knight herself is falling, if you didn't manage to save her through all of those, I don't believe that last cutscene happens. But that's been Shovel Knight for you, and I'll see you guys next time.